2 years ago, I did something stupid. I walked into my boss's office, handed in my resignation, and walked out with no savings, no clients, and no real plan. Everyone thought I was crazy. My parents were worried. My friends thought I was having some kind of breakdown. But today, I want to tell you the full story. The struggles nobody saw. The moments I almost gave up. And the unexpected lessons. That changed everything. To understand why I quit, you need to know what my life looked like before. I had what most people would call a good job. Stable salary. Decent benefits. Nice office with free coffee. On paper, I should have been grateful. But every single morning, I would sit in traffic, staring at the same cars, the same buildings, counting down the hours until I could go home. I felt like I was living the same day, over and over again. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat. The worst part? I didn't even dislike my job. I just felt empty. Like I was watching my life pass by through a window. And I couldn't do anything about it. The breaking point came on a random Wednesday afternoon. I was sitting in a meeting. My manager was talking about quarterly reports. And suddenly, this thought hit me like a truck. Is this going to be my life? For the next 30 years? I couldn't breathe. I had to excuse myself and go outside. Standing there in the parking lot, I made a decision that terrified me. I was going to quit. Not in 6 months. Not when I had a plan. Now, looking back, it was reckless. But sometimes, the most important decisions in life don't come from logic. They come from a voice inside you that refuses to stay quiet. The first 3 months were brutal. I thought freedom would feel amazing. Instead, it felt terrifying. No alarm clock sounds great. Until you realize there's also no paycheck coming. I started freelancing, offering whatever skills I had. Graphic design, video editing, social media help. I said yes to everything. Even jobs that paid almost nothing. I remember eating instant noodles for dinner, checking my bank account, and wondering if I had made the biggest mistake of my life. My old coworkers were posting vacation photos. Meanwhile, I was refreshing my email every 5 minutes, hoping for a new client. There were nights I almost wrote an email to my old boss, asking for my job back. I never sent it. But I came close. Multiple times. Then, slowly, things started to change. One client referred me to another. That client left a great review. Someone saw the review and reached out. It was like a snowball effect. After months of barely surviving, I suddenly had more work than I could handle. I went from wondering how I'd pay rent to turning down projects because my schedule was full. For the first time since quitting, I felt like I had made the right choice. The sacrifices, the stress, the instant noodles. It was all worth it. But here's the thing about success that nobody warns you about. More work doesn't just mean more money. It also means more chaos. Managing 1 or 2 clients was easy. Managing 10? That was a nightmare. Every client had different social media accounts, different platforms, different logins. I was constantly switching between accounts, forgetting passwords, mixing things up. And then, the worst happened. Some accounts got flagged for suspicious activity. Because I was logging in and out so many times from the same device. I almost lost access to a client's account that had taken months to build. That's when a friend introduced me to something that honestly saved my sanity. It's called Go Login. It's an anti-detect browser that lets you manage multiple accounts, without any of them being connected. Each account gets its own separate profile. No more flags. No more confusion. Go Login. The best browser for managing multiple accounts. It became one of my most essential tools. That experience taught me something important. Growth, without systems, leads to burnout. I started building routines. I created templates for my work. I found tools that automated the boring stuff, so I could focus on what actually mattered. It wasn't just about working harder. It was about working smarter. And honestly, that shift in mindset changed everything. I went from feeling overwhelmed and exhausted to feeling in control of my time. For the first time in my life, I finally understood what people meant when they talked about working for yourself. It's not just about escaping a boss. It's about designing a life that actually fits who you are. Today, my life looks completely different. I wake up when I want. I work from wherever I want. Some days that's my apartment. Some days it's a coffee shop. Last month, I spent 2 weeks working from another country. I'm not rich. I'm not famous. But I have something more valuable than both of those things. I have freedom. And it all started with a stupid, reckless decision. In a parking lot. On a random Wednesday afternoon. If there's one thing I've learned from this whole journey, it's this. Sometimes you have to bet on yourself before you feel ready. If you're thinking about making a big change in your life, here's my advice. Start before you're ready. Figure it out as you go. And find tools that make the hard parts easier. If managing multiple accounts is part of your work, I'll leave a link to go log in the description and the pinned comment. They're offering 40% off right now. And trust me, it's worth it. Thanks for watching my story. If it resonated with you, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.